All right, I'm Laura, WholyFit, Gentle Body Power System, and today we're going to do something different. We're kind of going to do fitness soup, and what I mean by that is we're going to take a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and my mom makes the best soup. My daughter was sick, and my mom made soup with whatever she had, and it was the best soup I've ever tasted. Today I hope this is going to be the best fitness soup you've ever tasted. It's going to be ballet inspired stretching. Instead of having the feet together pointing front, we're going to turn out the legs at the hips just as far as your hips allow, and we're going to stand in what is called ballet first position. You don't have to be a ballet dancer to do this. I'm not. But this is a great exercise in itself because you need to use all of these turnout muscles here to be able to maintain this turnout with a lifted, core engaged, long neck position. All right, so this is a great position to do squats in. So we'll start with comfortable arms and cross them and come down into your belt of truth. Our Father, who art in heaven. Come back up. Palm pressure here to push the shoulders down and make the neck long. Hallowed be thy name. And as you drop the chin, you do not round the back. You keep everything up nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Right here, put your hands on your thighs for support. Keep the foot that is farthest away from me right there. And step back, putting your weight on your front thigh. So you're holding on with one hand as you slide that foot back. Front foot is turned out, back foot is turned out, and your heels are in line. Your hips are square. So you're not opening. You're keeping those hips square, bearing the weight on that front leg. You can go just a little bit or a lot. And we're going to reach forward. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Exhale, thy kingdom come. Inhale, thy will be done. Now, when you come back, you're lifting your chest. You'll feel a big stretch all through here. Keep your hips square. Shoulders down. For thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Let's take that up to the top and put that all together. To take it up to the top, you're going to use your thigh, drag your foot, and come back into first position. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Step back with the other foot. Bearing the weight on the forward thigh, heel to heel, both feet out. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Hips are square. Make sure you make this pose comfortable for you so it can be small. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. You can make it big. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done. Exhale and inhale. Using that thigh, come back up to first position. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Open up, forgive us this day our daily bread. Still, this foot is out, this foot is out, and the hips are open. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our sins, or forgive us our trespassers. And what you're doing is you're making a line from your hand to your foot, so that you're straight from your underarm to your hip, and you can measure here with your broomstick. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And what we're going to do is come back and drop it. Just let it go. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And forgive us our debts. And I like to start with my shoulders a little bit square on this part, because you feel a bigger stretch here as we forgive our debtors in the last minute. Drop the shoulder. So forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those who trespass against us. Again, using that thigh, come up to the top. Step back with the other foot. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Open, give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. So we start hips and shoulders open with a line here. So you should feel most of the weight right here. Forgive us our debts, then square up the shoulders and hips as we, and then let that shoulder go. Let it go. Forgive our debtors. And forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Don't drop these hips too much because you're turned out. So make sure you keep a straight line. Forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. Moving on. Let's bring it back up to the top. Put it all together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Front foot. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. Moving on, straighten that forward leg. Turn the legs, the feet and the knees to an outward position. So there's going to be a lot of lifting of the foot to turn the foot where it needs to go. And we're turning the foot where it needs to go with the thigh muscles. And we're simply going to do a plie to one side and a plie to the other side. And that is, lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Now when you go down in the plie, you're pushing your knees back. It's a stretch and it's strength. So when you go down and when you go up, push the knees back and push the knees back. Make sure that your knees are still pointing same direction as your toes. Lift your toe to make sure you're not over-rotating that foot. Everything must start here and you should feel it here. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. And now, you're going to put the weight in the heels to lift the toe and turn both feet so that the front foot is pointing straight ahead, back foot is pointing at a diagonal. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. So, when you come forward on this, hips are square, back is straight. Bearing the weight on one foot, knees are lifted. You can go just as far as you need to go to feel the stretch in the hamstring. The heels are lined up. Amen. Let's try it with the other foot. So, front foot's pointing straight ahead, back foot's to a diagonal, bearing the weight always on the forward leg. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. At the very end, at the Amen, you can drop the chin. And we're going to bend the leg to get back up to the top and round the back, bending both knees, come to the front and round up. And let's put it all together. Now, what a lot of people do, they make the mistake of trying to turn their feet out too far, and when they straighten their legs, then their knees are pointing a different direction than your toes. Don't do that. Make sure that you're just doing kind of a duck position that's comfortable for you, that still takes a lot of muscular energy to maintain. So the way you can check to make sure that you're not overly ducky, that you're not overly rotating, is get a position that's comfortable and look down, make sure your knees are pointing the same way as your toes. Then lift your toe and make sure that you put that toe down directly back where it wants to go. So if you lift this toe and then you put it back this way, that's gonna be not correct. So you want to lift the toe, see where your natural turnout goes, starting at the thigh, and then put the foot down. So The feet are turned out, but it starts at the thighs, doesn't start at the feet. Thanks for joining me. That looked so slow, and maybe it looked really easy if you were just watching it, but if you were doing it, I'm out of breath, and I'm totally warmed up, and I hope you are too. Thanks for joining me, and may God himself, the God who makes everything holy and whole, keep us holy and whole and make us fit for the return of our Master, Jesus Christ.